5-minute rounds. Nice kick to open it up from Lorawnt T.
Also came in with a big left hand, just missed. Oh, some big strikes there from the champion.
Nice right hand.
Spinning kick to the midsection, blocked, although the crowd liked it.
Nice leg kick in return from Lorawnt T.
Always nice when they snap in our headphones here at Cage Side.
Our microphones go out too, just for a split second.
Again, both fighters trying to find their distance, find their range, landing some strikes early on.
If you watch the way Sergej Juskevic punches, he does counter punch. So anytime he sees the hip movement from Lorawnt T come forward to where he's going to be in range, Sergej Juskevic is going to be throwing a punch. So watch that throughout the fight. Anytime that Lorawnt T is close enough to hit, anytime he throws, Juskevic is going to throw right back.
Yeah, and almost trying to time the counter punch there was Lorawnt T looking for the uppercut and just missed that.
Well, Sergej Juskevic says that he wants to model himself after Fedor Emelianenko, and that's a pretty good guy to model yourself after. And Emelianenko used to do that as they were exchanging back and forth, and Sergej Juskevic landing the better of the two fighters.
Looking to dive in, a nice sprawl there from Lorawnt T as Sergej looks for the leg lock and looks to dive in at that one leg, but Lorawnt T just dropping down on top of him and preventing Sergej from getting to his ankle.
He's got to be closer for that, and I'm sure that his corner is going to be telling him, hey, you got to be closer if you're going to attempt that leg attack. And some unorthodox things, perhaps thinking that Lorawnt T would sprawl down, and if so, would leave himself open for the leg lock.
Trying to roll forward, not something you see typically in MMA. Nice timed right hand, chasing him across the cage. Sergej Juskevic now resets as Lorawnt T regains his feet.
This is the most action we've really seen out of Sergej Juskevic, and now he has passed all of the time he has spent in the Hard Knocks cage for his two previous fights. The first one ending in 58 seconds, 57, the second landing in 58, so he's well past that right now.
And a nice combination followed by another one from the champion. Both fighters now, again, finding their range. Nice uppercut from Lorawnt T.
Nice
big
kick.
Snapping leg kick. Again, you can use Sergej trying to use the striking as a feint for a takedown, and again tries to go in, but a nice sprawl from the challenger.
And you can tell that Lorawnt T doesn't want to have anything to do with that, not in that he's avoiding it, but he's defending so well to keep this fight on the feet. So that's where he wants this game to happen, and we could just see a 5-minute strike-a-thon here, which wouldn't be a bad thing. Both these fighters very dynamic in their striking. Nice kick there.
Yeah, caught Sergej coming in with all the weight planted on that leg and was able to drive his shin through it. Now a spinning kick of his own. Again, both fighters kind of taking turns, stalking forward. In the earlier part of the round, it was Juskevic going forward, and now it is again. Again, both of these guys, very high-level fighters, looking to get to that sports next level and hoping to use the Hard Knocks Championship as a stepping stone to get there.
And on the champion's leg, you can see a welt on his left leg. That's his lead foot. That's a huge welt from the 3 leg kicks that Lorawnt T landed. And you now see that every time Lorawnt throws a kick, Juskevic is checking him. So if you're starting to check the kicks when before you weren't, that means that they're starting to have an effect. A good takedown here by Juskevic. Good pursuit as he was able to, Lorawnt was trying to get space. Juskevic kept coming forward.
And it's also got to be an interesting transition for some guys, Jeremy, because, oh, now a triangle from the top, may have an arm isolated. The challenger could be in some trouble here.
This is where Sergej Juskevic is at his most dangerous. And you talk about this top triangle. Look at him isolate an arm. And if nothing else, it is affecting the breathing of Lorawnt T, slowing him down. Short time remaining, just over 10 seconds.
Now trying to look for an arm submission, but gives it up. Lorawnt T comes in with a flying knee to try and end the round on a high. What a great first round. Coming out of the blue corner in the green, black and white trunks with green trim, the black shorts for Juskevic. A furious pace first round, Jeremy, with both fighters really kind of going at it and taking turns with dominance. Some high-level jiu-jitsu from our champion, but unable to put the challenger away.
And you look here at the challenger dropping some head fakes, some arm movement, some shoulder movement. What he's trying to do is to get Sergej Juskevic to throw first as he lands a nice body combination. And with him throwing first, Lorawnt a little bit of a longer fighter, so when he throws first, Lorawnt will be able to counter straight ahead, and that's why the movement there. This has been a very entertaining fight so far, Ryan.
I was going to say in the first round, Jeremy, when Sergej got the takedown, it's got to be an interesting problem for a fighter because no longer can you worry about a guy just coming up for a submission. You also have to worry about Sergej going down for a submission onto the leg lock, which is something you don't typically see with most MMA fighters.
And another body shot there from Lorawnt T, and perhaps something in the corner talked about that says, hey, his body is open, so let's leave some shots in there. And he's landed two big right hands to the body of our champion, Sergej Juskevic.
Also a big welt from leg kicks from both fighters onto the lead leg of each other, as some leg kicks certainly landed there in round number one. Little more of a feeling out process here in round two. Both of them looking to find their range, and both of them landing a punch on that exchange.
A nice uppercut from Lorawnt T and a swinging right hand from champion Juskevic.
Looking for the push kick. Follows that up with a head kick that lands.
And that's that two-stage kick where your knee comes up and then your foot comes out. It's not a straight up from the ground. He's putting his knee up and then the foot up. And the reason you do that is because when you put the knee up and foot up a couple times, then you can start putting the knee up and then chest kick with a teep in the chest. So it creates options for you later on.
Again, a nice leg kick to the challenger, followed up by a combination. Looking for the spinning back fist was the champion. Out of the way, Lorawnt T Nelson.
Wow, nice elbow there by Lorawnt T. Was partially blocked, but still did some damage. Nice takedown by Juskevic. And now he's going to be in a good position right up here in our faces at the broadcast position. And now let's see what Juskevic can do with a little more time, and he's on the leg now.
Leg lock already. And, oh, a rough stoppage there. A rough stoppage there for Lorawnt T Nelson, as it looks like he had one tap, but not more than one tap. A tough stoppage, but credit the referee for getting in.